Good morning, Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Hoppity. I'm Jamil.
And I'm Hoppity. We are very hoppity today because we are at one of our favorite places in town.
Hopportunities.
I thought we could do it in sync, but we didn't get that together. This is what happens when you let us loose in here. We just have way too much fun. Speaking of, last time we were here, it was your birthday.
It was my B-Day.
And we went crazy. We have a little clip of that so you could see how much fun we really have here.
I didn't know what it was.
Plus,
it goes on your wrist.
All
right, but I just know you swipe it, so it's just more of a...
tap it.
It's like magic. Listen,
it is magic.
Check this out.
Wait.
All you do is you come in and you just swipe across, it lights up, and you pour.
As much as you want.
You just pour as much as you want.
I mean, you're going to pay for it, but you can have as much as you want, and you could try them all.
Oh my gosh.
And you could come back a million times and try it more and more, and it's so good.
This is good. It's real fruity, but it's good.
There's so many amazing beers here, and you can also take them to go. So you can come in here, and you can have some at home if you're having a barbecue. Every time I have people in town, I bring them here, and they behave just like that. I mean, how can you not, right?
I mean, no, I think that day, I really had to try out all the different flavors of water. All the different flavors of water they had that morning. I really had to hydrate myself.
All the water, yes, lots of water here. And that's the thing too, is every time you come, there's new beers to try. So it's like never the same place twice.
And now there's wine and sangria, there's everything.
I know. I mean, we got here and we were like kids in a candy store, like frenzied, and I mean, it is 8 o'clock in the morning.
But I think too, it's a fun experience. So just looking at the names, looking at the catchy names that you have, and it makes you want to taste it. Like when you see something called the Strawberry Blonde or the Lover Boy.
Yeah, we found his favorite. It was the
Honey
Lover
Love,
Boy.
whatever it makes you want to taste it.
Absolutely, and I think it's a good time. It's great people here. You always meet cool people while you're here enjoying beer, and then you could sit outside. I mean, it really is a kid-friendly place, dog-friendly. I mean, I can go on and on for a million years about how much I love this place, should we bring on the man?
Let's bring him on, but I'll just,
what do you guys say?
She did say kid-friendly, so I know you're thinking, how can a brewery or Hopportunities be kid-friendly? Yeah. But it is. It's very kid-friendly.
Yeah, especially when there's the food trucks. Like, we come here with Stella, and we'll sit outside, and they're doing all kinds of games and cornhole tournaments and things to watch, and you can just have a good time, relax, and see friendly faces.
Well, today is my other birthday, so I'm going to celebrate.
Every morning when he's in here is his birthday.
Well, you know what? Let's bring on the owner.
Yes.
And get some more get some more information just in regards to his whole mantra and how he really came up with this whole concept and some of the other great things that he has going on. So I'll let you introduce him.
All right, we are gonna bring on the one and only John. Good morning. So we're too excited. We couldn't even sit down in our chairs today. So, I mean, what is your favorite thing about this place? Do you have a favorite thing?
Honestly, I was huge into craft beer prior to opening up this place, so that was my favorite thing. But I think more so it's like the people in the community we've built around this place. There's a lot of folks that come in here that are not only friends, but feel like family now. Yeah. Whether it's business owners, the nonprofits that we work with, and just our regular customers. I think that's become my favorite thing at this place. It's just great people, great community.
Don't you feel, I feel like you really have built, because when it was opening, we were like, oh, that's like far out of downtown, because all of us think Atlantic is the only street that exists in Delray Beach. But I have to say, it is a block from everything. You could get here on your golf cart if you have a golf cart in town. But there's parking here.
Yes, parking's great. Parking's great, and sometimes if you just need a little, vacation from Atlantic Ave, we can provide it.
I'd say, John, you're always partnering with nonprofits or doing something outside of the box.
For sure.
Let's talk about some of those activities and some of those events that you have coming.
Yeah, so we obviously, our nonprofit partner this year is EJS Project again, where we actually will be donating a portion of the proceeds. There's a tap handle right on the corner right there. Every time you pour from that tap handle, we donate 20% of the proceeds to Dupree and EJS Project. We have our actually 2-year anniversary, believe it or not, coming up this Saturday.
I know. Are we allowed to move around? I'll sit here and give him a proper interview, Jamal, while you play.
Enjoy it.
I'm not going to be salty about
20% goes to Dupree. I got you.
You're feeling
everything. I'm
Dupree, we got you today, Dupree.
But so Dupree will actually be at our 2-year anniversary. We're throwing a beer festival here this Saturday. Starting at 12 p.m. It's an all-you-can-drink beer festival. I think we're up to like 50 breweries that will be attending. For general admission, there's over 80 samples, unlimited samples.
Gosh, did you hear that?
Yes.
Why did you have to? I haven't left Delray Beach in 2 years, John, and you planned this right when I'm not here.
I know, I was told. The one weekend
he did
that you
it on
guys are going to
purpose. He's like, no, they're gonna drink us out of house and home. Make it while one of them's only in town.
You know, we had a great idea that was brought to us by actually Ryan when we were doing our Ryan Boylston.
Yeah. Marketing genius.
Yeah, so when we were thinking about doing our 2-year anniversary, it's like, well, we don't have a beer fest in Delray anymore.
Yeah.
Why not bring it here? So we got a bunch of local food vendors. We have Kobe from Two Fat Cookies doing smash burgers,
Yum.
Rosano's Pizza, and Chick-fil-A West Atlantic coming through. We have musicians playing. We have 2 bands playing throughout the day. And then one of my favorite parts is we've set up a dunk tank and a carnival.
No.
Where EJS will be selling tickets, raffle tickets, tickets for prizes for all the carnival games.
Who's
to
in
help
the
fundraise.
dunk tank?
Well, we have a couple brewers coming through. We have a couple
I think he
people
wants
coming
to go
through.
in.
But I think if we got to get the
I can't get my hair wet.
It's beer.
Yeah. Are
Now
you dunked in
until you
beer?
dunk in beer. I may want to get dunked and just sit down in there with a straw and just at the
could
bottom.
make that happen. We could probably make that happen. But I feel like we should get some celebrity bidding. Maybe people start bidding on getting people on the dunk tank, and that will all go to the cause. It will all go to
That's
EJS.
a great idea.
So I think right now we're at $100 to get me in the dunk tank, which I
Yes.
think is a little low. I think I'm worth a little
So,
bit
I
more.
mean, who would you want to see in the dunk tank when you talk about celebrity?
Obviously, I want to see you in there.
Why would you want to do me like that?
Well, I think you would be fun. I think you'd be doing a show like a mermaid.
You really need the best.
He'd be swimming in the thing with his beer.
Oh, man.
Don't you think? I think you'd be fun.
I'll be all right.
Who do you want? Who do you want to see in there?
Who? From Delray. Oh, there's a lot of people.
Oh, there's a
know if they
lot
have-
of
I don't
watch
know if they have
out.
enough
He's got a
people.
long list. Are you on the list? Are you on? It's like Santa Claus, the good list or the bad list.
You know who would be funny in it though, because this person volunteers me for a lot.
Who?
Shirley Johnson.
Oh.
Commissioner
I feel like she
Johnson.
would be so proper in it though. Like she would go down and then she'd come back up. You know what I mean? Like she's such like a professional lady.
No,
yeah,
you
that
can't-
would be
can't-
that
Got
would
the
be a
hit
good
list
one.
over here. Like checking his phone.
So besides yourself in there, that they're bidding on it. Guys, bid more.
So
He's worth more.
We have a couple professional smack talkers that we're going to get in there that are from different breweries as well as from the bar. I think I'm going to try to talk John Brewer into getting in there because I
Yes.
feel like he would be good at
I
heckling
feel like
people
he'd be
through it.
good. I feel like he'd have fun in there too.
But yeah, it will be a good day. We're hoping to just fundraise a ton of money on the carnival side of things, and then also just kind of have a great time celebrating the fact that we made it 2 years, especially
That's
given the
huge.
climate.
I think that's a.
I mean,
that's a-
we've got to
awesome
celebrate
idea.
that.
I agree.
Especially like when you guys open, I mean, what a challenging, in theory,
Yes.
a challenging time, but you rose above it and built this beautiful community and got involved in the community in such like a natural, organic way, and you do so much good.
Well, you know, it's self-serving because it makes me feel good
Yeah,
helping
yeah,
people. You
I
know,
agree.
like I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
Doing good things. Hopefully the karma will come our way,
Yeah.
but you know, doing good things makes everyone feel good.
Of
So whether it be
course.
you're helping one way or another, you're helping other people, you're helping nonprofits get exposure.
Yeah.
I feel like that was one of the biggest things. As much money as we
Yeah.
could fundraise, I feel like exposure's been great for everyone
For
we've
sure.
worked with here. So that's awesome.
I agree. So, what's the date of the event?
It's actually this Saturday, March 26th, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. We have our VIP and our membership that are 11 to 6. 80 samples, unlimited sampling, food on site. Tickets are on sale now. You could go to findyourhobbyplace.com and there's a link to the beer
And
fest.
how much are the tickets?
I believe for general admission, it's $50. VIP,
Not bad.
VIP, I think we're almost sold out of. I think
Uh-oh.
right now it's about 110. That includes you
Okay.
get inside access, so no porta potties. You got the
Yeah.
entire inside for yourself.
Oh, that's worth the
That pays for
extra.
itself at the end of the day.
Commemorative glassware, commemorative wristbands.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh,
it's gonna be great.
That-
day.
that pays
so
for
much
itself.
fun. I'm having FOMO so bad, guys.
We got a lot of folks taking videos.
Okay, I'll have
and
to watch all the
pictures.
videos, pretend like
I
I'm
think
here.
Danger Wing Creatives, they're going to be documenting it for us.
they're
So they'll be
great.
through here taking a lot of photos. And we
They're
got the guys
great.
at Media Zone coming to kind of take video.
So listen, if you're looking to do something on Saturday, if you're looking to hop out of your car, go ahead and hop on down to Hopportunities, baby.
Well,
Or
Uber.
ribbity,
Uber
ribbity,
down.
ribbity.
Uber, yeah, we like Uber.
This is the
We
one
like
day you want to
Uber.
definitely Uber here.
Listen, because you're gonna hop in and you're gonna wobble out. Trust me, that's what's gonna happen.
Actually, we're doing anyone who shows us an Uber or Lyft, deal. We have $5 gift cards
Oh,
that they can redeem. So
wow.
anyone who's going to be
That's
responsible,
amazing.
I think you really
pay it
live
forward.
I agree.
I mean, you guys think of every little detail, and it shows in this beautiful space and in everything
And in
they
my
do.
gray hair.
Well, because I think that day the parking lot probably is going to be used for a lot of the vendors and everything, correct? So parking won't be.
Yeah, so there will be little to no, there's actually no on-site parking at all.
Oh, so where do
Okay.
people park then?
So what we're doing is we have the south lot in the building next door, but majority of
Okay.
people are asking Uber or Lyft.
Yeah.
You could always park in one of the public lots. We'll be
Okay.
sending out an email to anyone who buys tickets and take freebie.
I was gonna say
The
freebie
city-
is a good.
The city
is a
provides
really
great
good.
form of transportation that's freebie. There's a limited amount of street parking, but public lots and freebie are the way to go. But Uber and Lyft is what we want to see.
Listen.
Wait,
Oh.
we have to ask a question though. What is your favorite beer at the moment? Because
Because
we're about to try them all.
No, for sure. Arcane Ale Works, Gimme Swelter. It's a mango habanero
Oh,
sour.
that one is good.
That
I
is
tried that
sweet with some pepper flavor, but not a ton of spice. Not much spice at all. But
one.
that's
And was that one of the breweries that you had when you were doing your virtual?
Beer school. Did you
yeah,
do-
it was
you did
so
that one?
cool. I did
Yes.
the beer school. And are you gonna bring? Even though there's COVID, are you bringing that back?
So
that
we-
was a
we
blast.
had
Did you get a
one.
doctorate?
Yes.
What you got? Yeah, I did. I did. Of course, I did. Yeah, we had the best time. We got to like try different beers, and like they went through and explained. I mean, it was so cool.
Yeah, so we did a Zoom virtual beer tasting via Zoom.
Yeah.
And we had the brewers hop in, talk about their beers, their breweries,
So
and give you a
cool.
guided tasting. We actually done one on premise, on
You
site.
did?
We did one just to test out. People were asking about it. Can you do
Yeah, it
another
was
one?
great.
So we had the brewery. We had Three Sons Brewery out of Dania Beach. They live streamed to the big screen over there,
Oh my
and
gosh.
we just kind of did a tasting here. It was a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. So you haven't been here, you gotta come. This is one of those places when people are in town and you want to do something fun, like everybody goes crazy
Right.
when you come here.
So what are usually our hours of operation, just so?
So we are here 4 o'clock every day, Monday through Thursday
Okay.
till 11. Friday and Saturday 2 to midnight. Sundays I think noon to 8.
Oh, so
Sunday's
you
my
are
day off.
You are 7 days
We
a
are
week.
7 days a week. So we're always
That's
here.
great.
We have the food truck
Sunday,
operation.
right after church, you can come here.
Exactly.
Yep, you just come.
Pray away how much you're gonna drink and indulge.
Come in and you
It's all
have,
good.
you have your communion service right here. Let me stop.
Marissa, sorry.
Let me stop.
No, it really, I love it here. I can't wait to
Yeah.
try.
But one of the other fun things that we have coming up is March 30th. We have the YPAD. So we have, if you're 40 and
Yes.
younger and want to meet some really great young professionals, some of the best young professionals in Delray, it starts at 6 p.m. here next Wednesday, the 30th. If you're over 40 and you want to get nostalgic, you can kind of try to sneak in, I guess, like back in the day. But if you're under 40 and you want to learn about the great things going on within the chamber and network with your peers, next Wednesday, here's the place to be.
Nobody can say it better than that invite right there.
Well, thank you for hosting
thank
us
you for coming.
today, and we can't wait. I mean, I'll be missing your anniversary party,
It's
but
okay.
I will make it up and
Well,
come the next week.
we have this summer. We'll have another beer festival, smaller scale.
Oh.
One of our regulars got diagnosed with cancer, so we're going to have a expletive cancer beer festival.
Yes.
And then we're planning for the weekend after Thanksgiving. We're going to shut down the parking lot again and make it a craft food, craft wine, craft beer festival. We've already got 2 local restaurants and
That's
1 in the county. We got
great.
3 really great restaurant partners signed up for that. So we're going to keep the festivals going as long as we can.
Yes. Are you going to be doing any of the makers events again? Because those were cute too, where you had all the local vendors and they were selling their things.
We
you
need
did that,
to.
What, that
yes,
was last some point last year.
honestly, I
It
need a
was
body, so
really
we're
fun.
hiring as well. If anyone wants to help with these
Oh,
events.
so you want to come and be able to drink delicious beer, hang out
Yeah.
with cool people? They're hiring.
We had a great event called the Love Our Locals event.
That's what it was. It was
where we
wonderful.
had a bunch of local vendors in. Same thing, vendors
Yeah.
and ourselves donated to our local
Yeah.
nonprofit partner. It was a really great event. We're going to try to execute it again, but we'll think about that after the festival.
After the first 4 events you have planned.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited.
I'm
That's gonna be a
excited
great
too.
day.
This gonna be a nice event.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice event.
You'll have to go and drink for all of us that won't be there.
No, I don't drink.
Much.
That's his water.
Any more or any less? Awesome.
Well, thank you,
Thank you,
John,
guys.
and we'll
Thank you,
see you
John.
soon.
Absolutely. That cuts off at 50 ounces, you know.
Wait, I need to, can we just really quickly, we gotta just
So-
take a walk right before we welcome our next
I'm
guest.
having drinks, but at least I'm
For
drinking
what?
with a cause. You're not drinking for a cause. I'm drinking
I'm
for
drinking
EJS.
for all the causes to support local business, okay? Wait, where was the peanut butter and jelly one? There's a peanut butter and jelly one,
Play
guys.
the music.
That's,
It's peanut butter jelly time.
that's like
Oh.
appropriate for breakfast,
There we
right?
go.
Oh, the man-child. The
It's like
man-child.
Uncrustable. It's going.
Oh my God, how do I stop it? John.
Stop. Push it back.
Oh,
There
okay, you already
go.
did it. I'm like, wait, it won't stop.
So there's a
Wait.
peanut butter
What do
and
you-
jelly.
Okay, so what did you pick? You gotta pick one.
I'm
We gotta
going-
see. We're
the-
gonna give you our review at the end of what's our
Yes.
favorite. I don't know how you can pick one though.
You know what?
Also fun. Honey Love. He likes
Honey
that
Love.
name. Remember, he picks them by the name. Well, I pick them by, you know, they say like don't judge a book by its cover. I always pick things based on their labels. I'm not gonna lie. If it's a real pretty wine bottle label, I'm gonna pick it, even if it's terrible.
Does it taste like peanut butter?
I don't
and
know.
jelly?
Let's see. That's good.
Yeah.
It's more like jelly than peanut butter, but it is delicious.
The honey love is on point too.
Okay, so should we welcome our next guest?
Let's welcome our next guest.
Okay, we'll sit professionally because we talk about some really important things that are
Yes.
happening in Delray Beach.
Yes, yes. So you talk about like the tree canopy, you talk
Yep.
about a lot of cities really don't have an individual to really talk about sustainability. So this person, a lot of times, the things that they're doing, the line of work that they're in, it doesn't impact Delray tomorrow. You know, it really impacts it further
Forever.
down the line, forever. So let's bring on Mr. Kent Edwards, our sustainability officer.
Welcome.
He's been with us before.
Yes, welcome
Yes.
back. Good to see
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. It's great to have somebody of your genre
Yeah.
here on our show to really talk about the neat things and science and everything that's going on in our environment. A lot of people really just probably don't even pay attention to it. So I know we want to talk about basically go ahead.
Well, I think a lot of times, you know, we focus on the beach and the erosion, but the trees
Yes.
are just as important.
Real important part.
So what is going on with the tree canopy and everything that you guys have been working on behind the scenes? Because I do think, to Jamel's point, a lot of times people don't see all of the hard work until either it's a big issue, but you're trying to solve problems before it becomes catastrophic.
That's true. The trees they bring a lot of benefit to the community, just like the beach and the dune. Trees are throughout the city, and they have an economic value for properties. Properties that have trees on them sell for higher value. They also have health benefits in communities where people have trees in their yards and their businesses. People get out more, so they're healthier and they're
Yep.
walking. And the environmental benefit for water quality and that kind of thing. So,
So-
lots of good reasons to have
So
trees.
for my grandmother that may have a tree in her yard that keeps shedding all these leaves, you know, and she's like, I want to get this tree out of here, whatever, you know, can you explain to that person, that individual, what's the importance of that tree being in their yard?
Well, it's important to get the right tree in the right spot.
Right.
So there are trees that are more perennial, and so they shed less. And so that's what I would say is getting the right tree in the right spot.
Right.
But the shade that they provide, if you get a fruit tree in the yard, then it provides food. Again, for the broader community with the water quality and erosion control, if you just have grass or other kinds of plants, then it takes more tending. So trees really are much lower maintenance and just a lot of benefits.
And the one, go ahead, I'm sorry.
And I'd say communities that have really focused on their trees have done well. Cities like Tampa are recognized for that, and Coral Gables.
Yeah,
They
Coral Gables
they
has a lot of
promote
beautiful
them.
trees.
People get outdoors. They walk more. Come to businesses like Hopportunities here. So it's really good
Right.
for the community overall.
One thing that I see, I watch National Geographics a lot, so I'm
Great
that kind of
shows.
nerd, you know.
Yeah,
So coming over, going on 95 South between Lake Ida, there's not an exit off Lake Ida, but of course between Lake Ida Road and Atlantic Avenue, you get a little ramp. You're on a little ramp, and you can see the tree canopy on the east side of 95 up there, and it's beautiful. But in some cities that you'll ride down 95 and you get up to that elevation and you really don't see any trees. So it's like a concrete jungle.
Yeah.
But one thing I've noticed is that with trees, so let's say if you have a tree in your yard and it's adding shade over your property, that's lowering your energy bill because your AC doesn't have to work as hard.
That's right.
You know, a lot of times in your house, you may seem that your house is hotter on one side than it is on the other, depending on what the sun may be in the sky that day or whatever it may be. But having those trees in your yard, I mean, is very beneficial.
Well, and there's an effect, actually, in my business in sustainability. It's called the urban heat island effect. And those areas that have fewer trees, they actually are warmer.
Yeah.
And
you don't get the
those areas that
breeze.
have more trees, they soak up heat, they give shade, and so that's what you see.
Right.
They actually are a little cooler.
So you have a big meeting coming up to discuss all of the trees and everything that's happening in town. So can you tell us a little bit about this and how people can get involved or what they need to know if they can't be there?
Thank you so much. We have done a lot of work in the city, as y'all have heard and come on before to talk about. We have a goal for 10,000 trees to be planted.
beautiful.
We've gotten 2,000 of those in the ground.
Wow.
We're hiring to have the additional 8,000 put in.
Yeah.
And we are nearing the end of a tree inventory project. And so people would ask, well, why are you collecting that information? We need to maintain the canopy that we have and find out areas where we can plant new trees. And this is just for city properties. What we have found is that to reach our goal of 28% canopy, we're going to need to get a lot of partners in the community to help us to find the right places to put trees on private properties. Right tree in the right place also.
That's that slogan,
is,
right
yeah.
tree, right place, because
Yeah.
I've seen it to where people, I mean, we put a lot of trees in, it's not the right place, so
Right.
we end up having a lot of trip hazards, there's tearing up the street
Yeah.
because the roots are growing in the
Right.
wrong direction.
Right.
So people look at this beautiful specimen of a tree and think that they can put it right in the downtown, which is not
You have
smart
to look
sometimes.
at the size and the
Yep.
species, whether it sheds
Right.
leaves, what kind of fruit it has, to really bring that benefit to the community. And
Right.
so tomorrow night, March 24th at 6:30 at Pompey Park, we have our vendor eSciences who's going to present the data. We have more than 10,000 trees that they've gotten location, species, size, condition, because like you say, roots buckling a sidewalk, that kind of thing. We're going to have that data to where the crews can go out and maintain
Right.
property.
And then at the same
That's
time,
great.
with looking at, you know, hurricane season,
Yep.
it's coming up, you know, pruning of the trees, the proper pruning, making sure that it's also safe at the same time. So
Yeah.
when the hurricanes do come, these trees are not just blowing down, because there's a lot of, I mean, there's a big impact. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things affected from even the power lines. What trees are you putting in the right area? Is there a power line there when these trees are going to grow?
And the roots underground near
Right.
utility lines. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is important to take
Yeah.
care of those trees.
So a lot of people may see MPNL may come through and just trim trees that are close to the power line, and they don't care about how.
Right, and then
if
it's like,
if
this
it's
is always
properly
bald on
trimmed,
the
yeah,
side.
it's bald on the side.
What happened to that
So
side
it's
of
like
that tree?
it's like a Gumby high top fade. It's kind of, you know, I don't know. But no, I totally agree. I didn't realize the importance of it until I started getting introduced to sustainability and things that we need to do in our communities to do that. I know in my HOA, they require each homeowner to have at least 3 trees in their yard.
We do too.
And maybe with all of these developments that we do have coming about in Delray, some requirements may need to be, some of these developers either, hey, you need to,
That's a great idea.
you need to patch up, put some money towards some trees coming into our city.
Have
at the
anything
same-
like that in place?
There is a requirement in the code
Okay.
for certain kind of
Good, yeah.
landscaping. Again, getting the right trees, more the native kinds of trees is also in there. There is some leeway. So
Yeah.
we work with the community and the developers and our staff to improve that.
It does make a difference. I mean, one of the reasons we bought the house we bought is you drove in and you went through this beautiful tree canopy, and we were like, ooh. And we have a big, beautiful tree in our yard that we sit under. My daughter loves to hang out under the tree. And I think it's good for future generations, too, to understand the importance of the
more of the
trees.
trees. They
Yes,
do.
absolutely.
Now, there's a huge list of invasive trees also
Right.
here and there. I mean, in there, I mean, like the Australian pines. We get a lot of different invasive trees here. It's a big list.
You know a lot about trees, you know. I'm like impressed, actually. No, really, I'm not teasing you. I'm really impressed by how much you know about trees.
Yeah, but we have a huge list. So when you talk about the invasive trees, why are they invasive, and what impact will they have on our environment as well?
With the kind of rainfall and the weather we have, just about anything will grow here. And so over decades, a lot of ornamentals have been brought in, and there wasn't really an understanding of control
Right.
of plants. So
Right.
some plants will spread, they'll overgrow other kinds of habitat that provides food to other animals. And that's really what the invasive is about. You can have an exotic plant from somewhere else. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but when it's an exotic invasive and it really crowds out the native
Brazilian
habitat.
pepper, I see that thing everywhere.
Yeah, it really is.
know what this is. I had to where's my phone? I'm like, what is a Brazilian pepper? Because it sounds delicious. I don't know.
No.
Bad tree, not a delicious pepper. I was like, ooh, is it spicy? I'm into that. Okay.
It is spicy, actually.
Wait, so it's an
You crush
actual
a
pepper?
leaf.
It is a pepper tree.
It-
Okay, wait, we're getting pictures here. Okay. Oh, it's really pretty. It's a pretty tree. Thank you, Chloe. I love it.
That's the problem.
That's the problem of
Oh,
it.
so they're like, ooh,
The thing
people
is,
like me are like,
so
ooh.
what happens, and once I show you what it is, you're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I do see these everywhere.
Yeah.
And you won't stop seeing them because the birds may go in and eat
Oh,
these seeds.
no.
And when these birds drop these seeds, these things sprout up like a wildfire. And they grow very fast over a quick time.
That's like we have an oak in our yard that drops 1 million little things, and then we have 1,000 of these little sprouts all over the yard. It's like I can't pull them out fast enough. We make a game of it with my daughter of pulling out the little things because otherwise I'm like, I can't get these things out of the yard.
We'll put them in a little pot, and you can give them away to your neighbors.
There we go. I like that idea. You need more trees?
No,
I
I
have a
don't
lot
need
of these
any
little things I can give you. I have 1,000.
more trees.
I have 1,000 trees. Well, thank you so much for coming on and for all of the work that you guys are doing behind the scenes on
Yes.
so many important things that are crucial to the well-being of our town and making sure that it's here for generations to come.
I agree. If there's any environmentalists out there, that self-proclaimed environmentalists, and you're very, you're thinking about the environment and thinking, what is that the city of Delray Beach is doing?
Yeah.
This is the person to contact.
And thank you.
He can
He's
give you
doing
around
a
that. This is just a
lot.
small piece of
Yeah.
his line of work. And I'm happy that the city really is
Yes.
investing into this.
I agree.
Big
I
time.
agree.
We're doing our small part.
Yeah.
And-
I plant lots of trees in my yard, so I probably have 1,000 in my yard.
So just one more time,
Yes.
Pompey Park,
Okay.
tomorrow night,
Yep.
6:30. Going to talk about all the data for the 10,000 trees and an urban forest management plan so that the city manages, and we reach out with the community also with information.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank
well,
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
all that
much.
you're doing, and we look forward to hearing more.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, Kim. All right, so look.
I'm like truly blown away. Even after having some water this morning, your knowledge of trees, Jamel. Like this is
when you,
really,
when you give me a little bit of fuel,
he gets excited. When you get him excited.
Friend, you're giving a couple gifts.
Yeah, spring break. He's like, let's talk about trees
Now,
over
listen.
our beer.
These are the only trees that I know about. So anybody out there thinking anything about any other type of trees
I think,
and
we
any
should
other type
all,
of
I think we
plants,
should all call you with our plant questions now, Jamel. Everybody
No.
out there, text Jamel when you have a question.
I don't know
about the
anything
tree.
about botany. I don't know anything about anything of that sort.
No, but it is. I think this is amazing what our town is doing
Yes.
and the attention to sustainability. Because a lot of people are like, it'll be fine. The earth is
No,
fine.
I ride around sometimes and I look at people that are either trimming their trees and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, they have hat racked that tree. They didn't really trim
Yeah,
that tree
yeah.
properly. And then I think about it at the time during hurricane season. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my
That's gonna
gosh,
go
this tree is
boom.
going to come down because it hasn't been pruned correctly.
Right.
But a lot of people, I mean, there's a lot of things out there that we don't know,
Right.
that people don't know. So when I see trees come down, I'm like, that could have been prevented,
Yeah.
during the storm
With
time.
proper
So
care.
with proper
Yeah.
care, I agree.
Well, speaking of caring for the planet and others, we have Chloe coming up next. She is the Development and Communications Director of Sweet Dream Makers.
All right, we're going to clap for her as she come on.
Chloe!
But however, did you guys catch that transition that Amelia just did? Like, speaking of caring, I thought I was like, what's she going to say about
That was a
trees?
great transition.
I know,
I was like,
love
how is
this.
she going to intertwine that?
That was a good job.
Yes.
That was a good job.
Well, we're so excited to have you and talk about this amazing organization that you,
Thank you.
are
Yeah.
working with.
I mean, Delray is just bustling with collaboration and nonprofits. This area is really known for it in South Florida. And so working with nonprofits that are helping the community, helping the people here, the beaches, the oceans, all of the above, it just makes me so proud of this area. So I work with the Nonprofit Council. I'm a co-chair with one of my favorite people on the planet, Diana.
so great.
And so, all these nonprofits are really collaborating together. And so today I'm really excited to to share with you some great news about the nonprofit that I work for now. I've been on the show previously, and I really just can't wait to share kind of what we're doing at Sweet Dream Makers.
So what is Sweet Dream Makers?
Yeah, so Sweet Dream Makers is a nonprofit that was founded in Boca in 2017. A woman named Susie, who's our founder, Suzanne Broad, she was volunteering all over the place with Boca Helping Hands and all these other nonprofits that were helping children and families. And she noticed that when she was visiting people's homes that children were often, in poverty, sleeping on not a bed. Right? So sometimes it was a couch or the floor or an air mattress. And, we've all stayed over at a friend's house or family, right? And, the discomfort and the lack of focus and kind of your health is thrown off from sleeping on something that's meant to be temporary, right? And air mattress, we all know it, what happens in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you're on the floor.
You're on the floor, you're rolling towards, the person that you're having a sleepover with. And so she noticed this and she said, you know what, we need to start doing something to solve bedlessness right here in Palm Beach County.
Wow.
You know what I have to say? Great things do come out of Boca. It's probably the first great thing I've heard come out of Boca. So everybody that know that's really true Delrayans.
Wow, Jamal. Listen, do you hear how competitive he gets here?
I
He
know.
starts, no Boca, no. Listen,
that's-
we also love Boca and all the people from Boca who come to our businesses here in
We
Delray.
love y'all. We love y'all. It's just enough fun. And
He gets real fired up. We're talking about, this is a football coach in him. He's like, yeah, Delray.
we're trying to get this rivalry going on with
Well, I
Delray
am
and Boca.
proud to represent Boca Delray all over South Florida. We serve the
like it.
entirety of Palm Beach County and now Broward as well.
Wow, so you're expanding.
We are, and our mission is to provide brand new beds and bedding to children and their families in need. And that
amazing.
includes the brand new mattress with our partners at City Mattress and Family Furniture, bed frame, box spring, a cover, a mattress protector, and the kids get to pick their own bedding. So there's like some dignity and some personal touch to
These
it.
are the things that a lot of people take for granted.
Yes. Oh, 1,000%.
A lot of people take these things for granted. These small things. So when we talk about education and our kids being successful or being focused when they go to school,
Absolutely.
having a good night's sleep on a comfortable mattress, they're not up, their neck is not hurting, their back is not hurting.
It starts at home.
It starts there, and a lot of times parents are a little too prideful anyways to even want to come out and reach out and ask
They need
for
help.
that help, so these are the small things. So I'm happy that I'd never heard of this organization.
Yeah,
I'm
I
happy
haven't
it
either.
exists.
It's amazing.
We partner with 75 different social service agencies, many of which, Adopt a Family, Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies, DCF, where the families already are receiving some sort of help. They have an advocate, they have someone to be their voice.
Right.
And so when that case manager visits their home and they notice those living conditions, they call us, they call Sweet Dream Makers, and we're able to provide brand new beds for kids and their parents within 24 to 48 hours.
Wow.
No child has to wait to receive a bed of their own. So lives are literally changing overnight.
You know what the craziest thing, and it's not funny, it's eye-opening, but working with youth, I met this young man and he went to the juvenile detention center. He was in there for 6 months, and I asked him, I said, what did you learn? What did you learn? He was like, you know what, I don't have a problem with going back because at least I have somewhere to lay my head to sleep. And that was crazy because he was just basically, that was the only, he's like, I never slept in the bed before. So that's all he thought about. He was like, I got 3 meals a day and I got a chance to sleep in the bed.
And I think that's a really good point because for a lot of people, like we think, oh gosh, you would never want to go back there. But if you're provided something you don't have every day, how can you fault him for wanting to have that, which is what he deserves to have anyways? So how do people get involved? How can we help and give back and help kids get the proper beds that they need to be able to function in the best way?
Well, we are rapidly growing, which is, it's exciting, but it's also the staggering need really humbles us. So we're proud to bring respite to local families. The growth is continual. That's why I was brought on in August because it was just Susie, our founder, and someone that did
wow.
the bed ordering as our program manager. So our first year we gave out over 900 beds, and then in 2021 we gave out 2,884 beds.
Oh my
so
God,
it is just
chills.
exponential growth.
My
So we're really
goodness,
we're
yeah.
proud to be serving that need, and we encourage people first to be aware
Yeah.
that children in schools,
Yeah.
Your child's classmate. Just because they're falling asleep in class doesn't mean that they stayed up too late playing video
Hey,
games.
amen.
That is
Amen. Listen.
That's
Not-
a good point.
You
That
just
is
don't know.
really
This
good
is a
point.
sensitive topic for me right now.
Yeah.
So, and going back to the EJS project, Dupree brought an organization to Delray a couple years ago, and it was a restorative justice program. And they did a presentation at Village Academy. And these are the things that they spoke about. The kids that are coming in class, that are falling asleep, that are acting out, instead of just calling them out,
Yeah.
let's get to the root of the issue.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
absolutely, it starts
Yes.
at home. You have
It
no
starts
idea
at-
if
like
they're
I-
co-sleeping, if
Yeah.
the little one doesn't have a bed, if they're sharing a bed with
Yeah.
a grandparent.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's hard to see the need and understand when we live, in beautiful places. But
Yeah.
over these past 5 years, 447 of those over 10,000 beds have gone directly to the city of Delray Beach.
Oh, wow.
447.
Wow.
So, we
Shows
just
the need.
we just surpassed 10,000 beds in January,
amazing.
just in 5 years. And
Wow.
as of this morning, we've hit 10,730 beds. So we're celebrating a really big milestone. So we really
Yes.
encourage people to learn more about what we're doing. Keep your eyes and ears open. If you're working with other social service agencies, let them know that this service of
Yeah.
essential furniture can provide them safety, security,
Big time.
all of those
Big
things.
time.
Yeah.
Big time. Big time. There, I know, and I'm gonna go off on a tangent for a little bit, which
Go
I
for
did.
it.
I did last week talking about Burger King. Everybody, it's crazy. But the importance. How many of us adults during a work day where you just want to go and take a nap?
Mm-hmm.
You just want to have some sleep. You want to lay on the bed. So I know at Google and these other big Fortune 500 companies,
Yeah.
they brought in nap stations. They brought in beds. It's essential.
Absolutely.
It's very
Body
essential.
needs to
So.
rest.
Simple but essential.
It's so simple, but I think about these youth and I think about these kids all the time when there's something small going on. People's like, oh man, you just soft for them. You always coming up with an excuse. I'm coming up with an excuse because there's something else
Yes.
going on.
Absolutely.
It's so easy for us to overlook it and just
Yeah,
say,
and
you know what,
dismiss it.
why you didn't go
Yeah.
to sleep last night, or why you was up all last night playing
Yeah.
video games, why you sleeping in my classroom. Take your hoodie up. There's a lot of things going on
Yeah.
behind the scenes, but we just don't have that energy. And guess what? The teachers and the administrators are overworked.
Yeah.
They're short-staffed.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the kids get the short end of the stick.
Right.
And it's not fair to these kids at the end of the day. So a lot of these issues need to be brought to the forefront. And I'm happy that you guys are doing what you're
Yes,
doing.
it's
I never even heard,
This is
I knew that it was an issue, but I
incredible.
didn't know there was a program out there already
Yes.
trying to solve this problem.
So
this is
if
awesome.
there's people in need, can they reach out to you also? So like say you recognize that there is a problem, and how can people
Sure.
connect with you where then you can step in and take those steps for somebody?
Well, we receive constant requests,
Okay.
dozens a day. Like we said, we have these 75 different social service agencies, really more now,
Yeah.
where they're acting as a voice. So we encourage people that are with those agencies to go to our website, see how you can refer a family.
Sure.
There is a vetting process, and for us, the trust of a case manager vouching for this family to say
Right.
there is a true need here.
Right. It's not they just want a new
Yeah,
bed.
it's that stamp of approval, and of course people can come to us directly, and I have the honor of speaking with those families and
that's wonderful.
fitting them with the right beds for the right
Yeah.
rooms for the right amount of kids. But go to our website, please check it out, because you can see how you can refer a family, get involved, donate. The bed sets are only $250. And that
That's
covers
great.
everything. So really that instant
Yes.
life-changing life changes overnight. And we've seen from the reports from our families after they receive surveys that over 75% of the kids are relaying to their families that their sleep quality is better, homework habits, behavior, grades. So there really is a ripple effect of it starts at home. We remember standardized testing.
Yes.
What do they say? Get a good night's rest and have an
Yes.
apple in the morning.
That's so easy.
Yeah.
That's
You
so
know,
easy for a lot
so
of people,
it's
right?
such a simple fix, and it's happening right here in South Florida.
That's amazing. So where can people find you? What is your website?
Sure, it's sweetdreammakers.org, and it's full of information, pictures, news. Our big milestone and press release for the 10,000 beds. You know, Kim was talking about 10,000 trees
Yep.
for for the environmental aspect, for the humanitarian. There's so much good happening here. So we are also celebrating and honoring those 10,000 children and their parents
is
who
great.
hopefully are having a good night's rest.
So and then again, so if there's somebody out there that want to get on board to even support,
Oh, absolutely.
you know,
Same
so
place.
same place, they'll go to that
Same
same
place.
site.
Yeah.
Listen, and do you guys take bed donations, or is it just more of how does
We
it?
do have a warehouse actually right here in Delray for very gently used furniture, mostly twin size beds, but 95% of our beds are brand new from City Mattress. We've latched
great.
on to their delivery system. They're already out and about delivering
Oh,
beds,
that's
so it goes right to the
great.
family's house. They
Yeah.
set it up for them, so it doesn't come in a
that's
box like a
exciting.
scary IKEA directions or
Yes.
anything.
Yes,
especially the
no.
bunk beds.
That
They're
is
kind of intense.
frightening. Yes.
The-
Oh, that's great.
The things that continue to happen here in this
Yes.
city and put a smile on my face.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful.
Wednesday is the best day because we get to hear from
Get to
so
hear from
many
them, yes.
incredible people and
It
share
really
these
is.
beautiful stories.
I totally agree. I really admire what you guys are doing.
I do
Thank
too.
you.
It's
It's
really
incredible.
dope. Whatever we can do to keep sharing any information about
Yeah,
your
please
organization.
let us know.
I would also recommend, I don't know if you guys have met with Janet Meeks, the city's education coordinator. She has a tie with all of the principals into the schools, all of the other nonprofits that have a
Yeah.
lot of youth, even the counselors with the achievement centers, reaching out to
Yes.
them, letting them know about your services. I mean, it's
Achievement Centers is one of our nonprofits. I mean, there's so many people, and Dupree from EJS
Yes.
Project, we've all kind of collaborated.
That's
I
great.
just want them to know that this resource is available.
this
to
resource
them.
is available, but so, oh my gosh, I'm wild.
And reach out and help so you
Yes.
can get more kids in beds
Yes.
so that they can live their best life and have the basic necessities they deserve.
I totally
Absolutely.
agree.
Well, thank you
very
for all
much.
that
Thank you
you're
guys.
doing.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
All right.
Absolutely. Wow.
You know what? It's things like that that make me want to have a
Want to
drink.
celebrate.
You know
This is the
what?
perfect
So-
place to come and
Yes,
celebrate.
yes, we're getting into mood.
What
Go
are you
ahead.
gonna try?
I don't know. You just keep talking to the camera, and
See, this is how the show derails quickly. You get us in a place where we have too much fun.
What
Well,
was
I
it-
have to say, such a great show. So many incredible people in this town, and Jamel, we're just lucky to be here and be able to share these stories. Which one do you have now?
This is the sangria.
Oh, the sangria. He's switching.
You're saying we're lucky to be here at Opportunities, or lucky to be here at Delray?
All of the above.
All right, all of the above.
I mean, like, does it get better than being here in the morning in this beautiful town, surrounded by incredible humans that are changing lives?
This is wonderful. I
Well,
really
cheers
love
to Delray Beach,
it. Cheers to it.
and
Have a Delray day. We love you. Peace.